Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I guess I'm really awkward, but this video is basically going to be my journey to my cousin's bachelorette party and a bit of a snippet of the party in general. Many people didn't want to be recorded, so I couldn't record a lot in the party, but I have a lot of preview of my outfit and the stuff that I went through to get there. Like, it was a horrible ride. I kind of didn't record it because I couldn't use my hands in general, because my aunt decided to do the catering of the party as a gift, I guess, and we went in a hatchback car, I guess that's what it's called, I don't know, and I was the only one sitting in the back. My mom was sitting in the front with my aunt, having the best time of their life. All the food scattered on my lap, and I was holding also a bowl that was like soup or something, I'm not sure. So I couldn't do anything. I had to hold the ball for like about 2 hours to get to their house, which is another city, by the way, let me say. And it was really hard to get there, and I hated every second of it. And my hair got ruined. My hair was a flat, I had long hair back then, and then I cut it short because, I don't know, and I straightened my hair completely, and because I was sweating so much in the car, because I was sitting in the back and it was winter, so I couldn't pull down the thing because the foods would get cold, food will get cold, and yeah, so I couldn't do anything, and I was really sweating really bad, and I couldn't even remove my jacket because, you know, I was holding the ball. So yeah, I guess, and it was really hard until I got there. And then when I got there, I remembered all my family members probably don't like me because I'm like the only girl, except my cousin who was getting married, so she was the center of attention, obviously. And I was really left out because the groom's side of the family also came, but I didn't know any of them. And my side of the family really liked me, but they're all like 35, 40. They're no one's my age except one girl who's like 11, and I don't like kids. Even though I know I'm a kid, I still, like, my friends know this. I walk in the corridor of the school like, get away from me, get away from me, get away. Like, I'm really bad with kids. Yeah, so I didn't really enjoy the party, but it was a great party. And I had to change shoes with my aunt because she was the aunt of the wedding or something, I don't know. She's like, my shoes are terrible, change. So I had to change with her, and when I did, her shoes were horrible. Like, they were like 12 inches or something, and they were big, and I guess the only thing I liked about my dress was about the whole party was my dress. And before I start, let me give you a background of the dress. So basically, I got this, I saw a dress online on Instagram, and it was beautiful. It was so pretty. It was like, oh God, I wanted that dress so bad. And I couldn't find it anywhere because it was an Italian designer who did the dress, and it was really expensive. It was like 5,000 euros or something. And my budget was like maximum 200 euros, like maximum I could spend on the bachelorette party with their dress, because my wedding dress ended up being really expensive because of the design. You will see in the next video. And I decided to go to this tailor that my mom had found, and she was an old friend, but she's never made dresses for us. And I decided to give my dress to her in summer, and then I came to Italy, and I didn't see her until a week before the wedding, okay? A week. In that week, I had to go for my fitting of the bachelorette party dress and of the wedding dress. The wedding dress wasn't completely complete because it was a corset dress, so like it would suck me in, and it had to be completely fitted to my body. And so the wedding dress wasn't complete, so I had to go back to the wedding dress like in 5-6 times in 1 week. And the last day I literally had to stay in the shop until like 12 in the morning to get my dress because it was incomplete, and then the next day was the wedding. So it was like really horrible. Don't do that, you guys. It's not a good idea. And the second one, the bachelorette party dress, I did the fitting for it, and then I came to Italy. And when I did the fitting, it wasn't completely like my size. The chest area was a bit big, the bust wasn't really good, and it was too long, and it was too poofy, and it was just horrible. And I told her, I was like, I don't want it to be like this. Can you change this, this, and this? And the back was a V. It was an open back until like about here, and it was an open back, and it was a V-shaped. And I really liked the back, and so I told her to get me the back. It had to be like that. And I came to Italy, and then a week before the wedding, I went for my second fitting, and she said, the dress is done, I'm not gonna do anything to it, that's about it. And I was like, okay, cool, really good, like I'm done with my fitting, and nice, I can take the dress home. And I went in, and first of all, she was really rude, like so rude, I wanted to punch her in the face. Second of all, her breath smelled like shit, like she hadn't brushed her teeth in over 2 months or something. Like it was so bad. And you know, like a tailor like comes near you to do the measurements and stuff, and she was like around here, and her breath was like on my nose. I'm like, oh god. But I didn't say anything because I didn't want to be rude. And not only that, she got about 450 euros from me for the dress. And it was disgusting. And I was like, first of all, I'm not gonna, my mom was like, no, Zara, it's amazing, it's so pretty. I'm like, Mom, I hate it. Like, your opinion's not gonna change it. I know you hate it too. I know my aunt hates it too. I hate it. Your opinion's not gonna change it. And I told her, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm paying this much money for my dress, so you better change it. The dress, again, the chest was too big, but that was kind of my fault because I lost a lot of weight for the wedding. Not for the wedding necessarily, I just lost a lot of weight because my mom wasn't there and I wouldn't have lunch or dinner. And yeah, so the chest was big. She hadn't cut the skirt. The skirt was so long, it was like my wedding or something. And so if I can find the picture of the dress that I wanted, I will insert it in the video somewhere, but I don't have a picture of my own dress because it was so ugly that I just didn't wear it after that. Yeah, so I told her, I'm like, this place, it's supposed to be on my hip. It's on my knee. That's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to be on my hip, and it's supposed to flare out from my hip, not from my knee. From my knee, I look like I have short ass legs and a very long upper body. And she was like, don't be so rude. I'm like, I'm not being rude. I'm correcting what you did wrong. And my upper body is super big for me. Please change it. And she was like, yeah, that's because you have a very open back, and I cannot keep it this open if it's like big for you. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then I went to the other tailor, which was doing my wedding dress, my cousin's wedding dress, my dress for the wedding, no, my wedding dress, I'm not getting married. And I told him that, and he was like, is she a real tailor? Like, that's not how it works. All you do is you take it from the sides and not from the back if the back is open. Like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. Like, she was, because we didn't know what was going on, she was just like, no, this is, you have to do this and you have to do this. And we're like, okay, you're the professional. But she wasn't. She was actually a bitch. And my dress was so bad. And she was like, I will fix it. And I was like, you sure? You have to fix this. And oh, let me remind you, I spent 120 euros on the material that I gave her. So it was 450 euros for the tailoring, and then an extra 100 and something euros, 120 I think, on the material for the dress. So it ended up being more expensive than my wedding dress for my cousin's wedding. And And not only that, it was horrible. And so the bachelorette party was 2 days before the wedding, and I went in the day before the bachelorette party to get the dress, because she was like, it's going to take a long time for me to fix it. And we're like, okay, fine, whatever, just fix it. And she fixes it, and I go in, and the back is completely closed up to here. So there's a small V that comes up to like where my bra line is, and the skirt is still very, very, very long, and the flare still goes down. It's not from my hip. And I told her that this is not what I told you to do. And she was like, well, I don't have time anymore, and I'm going home because I have a lot of meetings today, so please leave. And I was like, what the fuck? So I took it to the car, and my aunt and my mom were like, no, it's pretty, Zara, you have to wear it, you don't have a dress, no, you have to wear it. And I was like, I am not wearing this dress. It is so ugly. And they were like, no, go home and try it with your shoes and put your hair up, and it'll look pretty then. I'm like, okay, fine. We go home, I put it on, I put my shoes on, and I had this beautiful shoes that I bought for it. It was like crystals on the heel. It was a thick heel. It was so pretty. The shoes were amazing. And I still regret it to this day that I have the shoes and I haven't worn them yet. And so basically I go home and I put it on, and I put the shoes on, and I take my hair up into a ponytail, and I put it in a bun, and I go out, and my mom's like, no, it's so pretty. My aunt's like, no, it's amazing. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's ugly as fuck. And at this second, my cousin walks in, and my cousin is literally my twin. Like, we look the same because he's 6 months older than me, and he's not scared. He's so honest. He's kind of like me. I'm very honest, not like to the extent that hurts people's feelings. He hurts people's feelings. And he walked in and he just like took one look at me and were like, that is disgusting. And I was like, see, it's ugly. And then my mom's like, yeah, he's right. It's really ugly. And my aunt is always like, yeah, it's true though. Like, we just wanted to make you feel better. I'm like, it wasn't. I was just getting mad at you guys. I'm like, are you stupid? Are you blind? It's ugly. And my grandma's maid walks in, and she's like, oh my God, that dress is beautiful. I'm like, the fuck? She was like, oh, aren't you wearing it to the wedding? I'm like, no. It's like, oh, it's disgusting then. I'm like, see, even she agrees with me. So I didn't end up wearing the dress, but thank fucking God that my aunt, my other aunt, has the exact same size as me. So at like 10:30 at night, we end up going to her house to find a dress for me. Exactly the day before the wedding. The next day we were moving at 10 in the morning because we had to go get the catering, go to their house, set up the catering, wait for everyone else to come in, right? So we had to leave really early. And I hated every second of it, like I told you, but the night before was also excruciating because we go into her house, and her house, first of all, she has 2 closets, one in her room, one upstairs. The one in her room, she keeps like her everyday clothes and the dresses that she likes the most. So I decide to first check the closet downstairs. And it's like a fortress in there. Like, she has clothes from like 1995 that she wore to her graduation or something. And I'm like, why do you have these? You won't fit in them. You have had 2 kids. Like, you ain't gonna fit in them. And she's like, well, one day I will. I'm like, no, you're not. And I start wearing some clothes, and she gave me one dress. It was a yellow dress, and she's like, try this on. I made this. And I was like, who made it for you? And she was like, oh, you know this tailor. I'm like, are you kidding me? It was the exact same tailor that made my dress, and they were both fucked. Both of them were fucked. I put it on, and it was supposed to be a yellow dress that went down and had like a tail, it had a train and everything, but it went down to my knee, and it flared out from the boobs instead of from the hip. And I'm like, this woman is messed up. How is she a professional tailor? she's not supposed to work if she doesn't know how to do measurements. And I ended up finding another dress. But the thing was that with that dress, my aunt had worn it to another wedding, and all of my family members went to that wedding, and she was like, just tell them you bought the dress. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna lie. So people kept coming up to me and be like, isn't that your aunt's dress? The entire night, by the way. Like, this is what Iranians are. If they see you wearing a dress twice, they'll tell you. They'll be like, oh, didn't you wear this dress? Why are you wearing, like, they're that pitiful. Like, it's just stupid. And yeah, so basically the entire night they would come up to me and be like, why are you wearing your aunt's dress? And I had to explain to them the entire night. The party lasted for 7 hours. The 7 hours, not one person, even like my mom's great aunt, asked me. I'm like, aren't you supposed to have amnesia or something? I don't know, like, at least be nice. She was like, oh, why are you wearing your aunt's dress? I'm like, yeah, because I paid about 500 euros for another dress, and it ended up being the ugliest dress you'll ever see. So I was stuck with this, and I'm actually really happy with the dress I got stuck in because it's very pretty and it was like amazing. And plus the bachelor party, the space was very, very small. So I'm glad I didn't get to wear the other dress because my dress was like this big. So like, just imagine, excuse me, can you move? I need to walk. Okay. So yeah, so basically that was my cousin's bachelorette party experience. Like I hadn't gone to a bachelorette party and I have, but it was like I was like 9 or something, and none of my friends are married yet. I'm 17. Actually, one of my friends got married and got divorced, so that's not the point. I couldn't go because I was in Italy again, and another one of my friends got married, and I still couldn't go because I was in Italy. So all of my friends in Iran are getting married, but I'm here in Italy. I'm kind of happy that I can't go. My mom has to go though because they're family friends, like the parents are friends with my parents, so it's very awkward. Like they'll be like, oh, why didn't you come? I'm like, oh, I'm in Italy. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy the small bits of my painful day for the bachelorette party. The thing is that it wasn't only my dress. Okay, I know this is gonna be a very long story, so if you want, just skip and go to the video to watch the video. Basically, my aunt's dress that I'm gonna show you guys was also made. Another dress that she made was also made by the same tailor, and the zipper that she put behind the dress she had gotten from an old zipper because she didn't want an old dress because she didn't want to buy a zipper or something. I don't know, but the zipper was rusty or something, and it snapped in half in the middle of the party. So my grandma's maid who came with us like walked around the party with a needle and like a needle and a thread behind my aunt, and it snapped like more than 4 times in 4 different places, and it was like come the entire night, like 4 times. They had to, like, she had to go into her room and get it, so what is it called, sew the dress up, because yeah. So that was like a very awful experience, and I hope the woman gets what she deserves. And yeah, let's go to the video now. I wasted 20 minutes just talking about this shit. So hope you enjoyed the bachelor party that none of us enjoyed. Actually, I did enjoy it. Not really, but okay. What? Today's my cousin's bachelorette party. We're going to Tehran right now, and we're gonna change everything. You guys, I just finished hair and makeup. It's pretty simple. This is the outfit. Wait, I'll show you in the mirror. Can you see it? like this. And the party's about to begin about in 30 minutes or so. I don't think I will be recording, as you can hear, because there are some people that don't want to be in the video, so I'll try. Today,